What is going on, everyone? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having a great start to the morning. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly. I need to make this a little bit smaller. There we go. All right. You guys should be able to see. And I'm going to have to move a little bit on over. Here we go. Alrighty. As of right now, I'm paying attention to you guys. Here we go. As you guys can see, natural gas right now is selling off. I've been trading D-gas all morning. I've been doing pretty well with that, but as of right now, it looked volatility might take over right now. So we'll set an alert. The MACD does look a little bit more on the overextended side, so we were showing signs of an uptrend. I was up on my U-gas position. But now, most likely, if it continues to sell off, I'll probably be down on it. The overall direction of natural gas right now is descending. It did a beautiful job pushing up. I missed that 100%. I did not take the position on D-gas quick enough. I mean, on natural gas, on U-gas quick enough, but I did see when it pushed up a lot. I made sure that I announced it. If you're part of the, Learn Plan Profit, or if you pay attention to like the trade idea section, what is going on? Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, but D-gas absolutely killed it right now. Ended up selling way too early. Based off of where I sold, I missed out on about 1.6%. And again, there's always the like, what if? I started adding to my position on D-gas when natural gas was peaking out here, and then it would push down. So then I would be up on my D-gas position, and then it would push up. So there was a lot of like uncertainty. I wasn't too sure if it was going to either continue to uptrend or anything of that sort. I was just kind of like iffy about it. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like that roller coaster of emotion of like, okay, well, this thing's beginning to reverse back up. Maybe it's going to continue to uptrend because, natural gas has been killing it lately. And it kind of gave me that uncertainty. And then it sold off, and then it got back around this general area, which put me at a price point of $19 for D-gas, which I could sell for like thousands of dollars of profit. I locked in profits, and literally, I kid you not, it was around this area. Literally 1 minute later, just a huge red candle pushes it all the way back down to its previous support. And guess what? I announced that I locked in profits. I announced that natural gas was back at the support, right? We could see that there's a lot of consolidation around this area. And then all of a sudden, it then just continues to sell off. And the more that this thing sells off, the more that then D-gas pushes up. And this is where, D-gas had that beautiful and very aggressive uptrend. So from the $19, it pushed up to highs around $21.50, a little bit over 2%. And I didn't take part of it. I got a little uncertain because of that consolidation that I saw on natural gas, and there is a reason behind what I did, right? So that's the biggest thing. So it moved very quickly, and the volatility was crazy around this time. It was shooting down, shooting up, shooting down, shooting up, and it was just like not really something that I wanted to like really have tens of thousands of dollars invested in, because the volatility was too much. This was doing a really good job, I was doing a really good job trading D-gas because it wasn't moving too quickly, and the direction was in my favor because natural gas just continued to sell off. But unfortunately, it moved a lot quicker than I expected, and when it came down to locking in profits, I think I did a good job doing that. But definitely, again, there's always that question of like, oh, I could have made much more and stuff like that. But yeah. So I thought Ricky went live until 7 a.m. I normally do. I normally go live on Thursdays for the natural gas report right around 7, but I was thinking about even going live earlier. I'm super bored right now. I've been up since 4 in the morning. And I don't mind going live. At least I have someone to talk to. because yeah, like I've just been bored since 4, and I'd rather go live now and wait till the natural gas report as well. If that's all right with you guys, that's something that I would like to do, and then we can go from there. Yeah, I did see. I've been watching Tesla during pre-market hours. They released their news that they're looking for funding, right? $2.3 billion or something like that. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. How does Ricky function with just a couple hours of sleep? I mean, I didn't fall asleep too late last night. I fell asleep like around like 11 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. So nothing too bad. And I got a nap in midday yesterday for about like an hour and a half. So I think, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but I do take like, I have to take like some power naps throughout the day. And yesterday I wait, oh no, yesterday I didn't get one. I thought I did. It was the day before that I did. I was about to take one, and then I had to meet with Lenny, the guy that is assisting me with the real estate agent for the hard money loan that I just funded. So I was literally about at 1:05. I messaged him. I was like, because he said we're gonna meet up at 2, and I was like, hey, where are we meeting up? I thought we were meeting up at my house, and then he was like, no, we're meeting at the house that we just purchased. And I was like, oh, okay, it's 50 minutes away, so I should probably leave. Let's see. All right. Where we at? /NG. Pick a direction. Hopefully it's up just for a little bit for me to be able to get out. Just kidding. Here we go. But yeah, Diaz has been doing a very good job pushing up this morning. Again, this aggressive sell-off that it had was a little scary because, when I initially bought and then it just continued to sell off and stuff like that, it was kind of like, oh shoot, is this like a change of direction, right? Like if you look at natural gas and how it's been trading, it's been a little crazy the past couple of days. So you could see why I could be like uncertain for there to be a quick change of direction. And that's exactly how I felt. So there it goes, starting to push up, natural gas beginning to sell off. I might have to close out that position, then just go with the flow on D-gas. Should have locked in profits, I guess, a little bit quicker. But yeah, MACD is in favor of, not in favor of natural gas, and it's in favor of this. D-gas just pushed up and above. It's a little bit too overbought, in my opinion, for me to get in now. Let's see. Oh shoot, this thing's pushing. This thing is selling off, holy moly. /NG. Look at this. It definitely still, it's emotion, right? So it's still something that, like, I feel like I deal with it a lot better now than I did before. But of course, I mean, we're all human. Some people deal with it better than others, and over time, I don't want to say it gets easier, but you tend to like understand like what's going on. So you understand that it's like, it's a weird saying, but that like it's part of the game and stuff like that. So here we go. All right, CWT, we got Tesla. So everyone keeps talking about Tesla, and like guys, like Tesla has been so volatile, and if it opened up, I think it was up 6% from where it peaked out at. You could just see everyone's just locking in profits. Like, don't be afraid, especially like, I don't know, at least it's just me, and I know, you guys might not agree, and I think, my example on D-gas is a perfect example of like why I chose to lock in profits right away, and it pushed up another 2%, so I missed out on that. But ultimately, I think what's most important to me is just consistently staying green. And when I see something obviously overbought, then I'm just like, this is more than enough, right? Like it makes sense on why it can pull back. So again, if you're going to try to squeeze out every penny of like everything that you're going to trade, I would be very surprised if you last a long time in the market, because, you're just going to continue to wait too long, get rejected, go from green to red, and end up having to bag hold or cut losses and stuff like that. And I think that's just not something that, like, you guys are aware of. Like when something's overbought and there's a reason that you should lock in profits, that you should. So I see a lot of people, are trying to like hold a position or still ask me for my opinion on Tesla. There's a news that there's news that was released that they're trying to receive funding, if I'm not mistaken, for like $2.3 billion. And, that drove the price up. It's a catalyst. Once it becomes less relevant, it'll die out. And, looking at how it's been trading recently, lock it in. It's 6%. It just doesn't make sense to me on why people feel so empowered to like hold something like this, especially when the overall direction is not in your favor, right? It's been decent. So yeah, if you think that it can continue to up, then great. Feel free to share why. But, don't be afraid to, especially when the direction was not in your favor and you know that the only reason it pushed up was because of that news. There we go. Congrats, Gary. Congrats. How many of you guys made a profit on DGAS? I did, right? So, how many of you guys have been finding it to be so much easier to understand what's trending up, what's trending down, what to pay attention to, with paying attention to the overall future? Have you guys been? I pay more attention to the future than the actual ETF itself now, for at least natural gas. Holy moly, I'm gonna have to sneeze. Yeah, has anyone's P&L been accurate lately? Mine has been off. Yeah, it's been a little crazy. The one on my phone has been accurate. The one on my TOS has not. It's accurate sometimes, and then it goes all over the place. So, let's see. Are we gonna bounce off this EMA line? So DGAS has a really nice pattern right now where it's bouncing off the EMA line and then getting rejected off the top VWAP. So if you think that the margin there is worth it, then that might be something that you can look into. Hey Ricky, have you been going to can't be skipping that? No, yeah, I've been going. I've been trying to. So I went yesterday. I've gone the past 3 days. I did leg day. I did a little bit of legs yesterday. I don't like the gym. Alright. I like that, Brennan. Nice. Can you please look over JNUG? Yeah. Oh, wow. Sell off on this. I'm going to set an alert on both sides. So what do you want me to see on JNUG, right? So we pay attention to /GC. We've talked about this before. Strong downward pattern. No change of direction just yet. Chain between the middle and bottom VWAP. So I would not even care to trade JNUG. It would be JDST, the one that should be showing signs of an uptrend. And there we go. So JNUG, yeah, I mean, it's like you can make money off of it, just like you can make money off of anything, right? But it's going to be so much more difficult for you to find the bottom and to be able to sell it for profit, because it just continues to make lower lows and lower highs. So it's not that you can't make money off of it, it's just going to be more difficult because the direction is not in your favor. I just want to make sure that that's pointed out. Daily nose blow. I know. Honestly, it's annoying, but I'm sorry. Do you think that AI machine learning will ruin future of day trading as a career? No. I mean, they're still trading either based off of tacticals or depending on how they code it, or fundamentals. So I don't think so. I think it might make it a little bit more volatile, but I think as long as you understand the true direction, for those that know how to trade, at least to my understanding, like, we should be fine. I don't know enough about AI. AI technology when it comes down to trading and stuff like that. So wouldn't be the best one to speak on that. My goodness, pick a side. Still selling off. Rejected. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a huge sell-off on /NQ/ES yesterday, which means that, like Facebook and everything should have sold off pretty aggressively, leading to the closing hours. And it's been trying to slowly recover since then. So I don't know if you guys saw that, but, it definitely had an influence on a lot of these, like, major companies. So we'll see and wait for it to load. Here we go. You see that? So I was going to talk about it yesterday, but I didn't know, like, if you guys cared enough about that, and the market was closed already, so. All right. I have a couple of you tagging me on Instagram right now. You guys are funny. Definitely gonna need a nap today. All right. So Diaz again right now still pushing up, trading between the middle VWAP and the top VWAP. Overall, the EMA line is still the one that's really acting as a support. What I'm paying a little bit more attention to is this. So first of all, I want you guys to know that the overall direction, right? So if I was someone that was just getting started, right? If I'm a beginner trader, I would not do what I'm doing right now. I'm in a position right now on UGAS, right? So what that means is I'm trading against the overall direction right now. There's a huge risk when it comes down to that. Because this is descending, right? Because this is selling off, natural gas as it sells off, I'm trying to make money as natural gas pushes up as of right now. I already traded DGAS, and because I saw it sell off so aggressively for natural gas, I thought it had margin for recovery. I still would not encourage any new trader or someone that struggles with cutting losses, bag holding, or anything of that sort to touch this. Okay? So yes, you can make money, but just because you can doesn't mean that you should try to trade this, because again, it comes with time. What I would do is I would pay attention to this pattern, trading between the middle and bottom VWAP. I'm gonna ask you guys this. So if this is continue to trade between the middle and bottom VWAP, and DGAS, which pushes up as natural gas sells off, I would wait for natural gas to become overextended, for it to show signs of a peak formation like it did here. And then once it begins to sell off, that's when DGAS will push up. The direction is in favor of DGAS, and that's what, again, is trending up as of right now. So I would wait for natural gas to become overextended or overbought, wherever that might be. And if you see value in that, and you could see that as a dip buy opportunity with the overall direction trending up, that's what I would pay attention to. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm in a position right now on UGAS, and I do not encourage anyone to be in it, because the direction is not in your favor. There's a descending pattern right now on DGAS, and I need you guys to know that, right? So right now, UGAS is selling off, making lower lows and lower highs. That is a reason why you should not trade it. I'm taking the risk of doing it, and I'm also trading with a larger dollar amount. I'm not under the PDT rule, and I feel at this point comfortable trading it, and I'm still down as of right now. So again, I just want Jonathan. He just cracked me up. But again, I just wanted to make it super obvious and super clear that's not something that I would encourage anyone to do as of right now. And you can see that it continues to try to push up and then gets rejected. It tries to push up and then gets rejected. So it's a very annoying, thing to deal with. And I just don't want, you to get discouraged. That's the whole premise of this. 100%. Yeah. So I missed out on the sell off on natural gas. So I locked in profits way too early, way up here for DGAS, and then it just continues to sell off. I saw a dip by opportunity, but again, it doesn't mean that it has to reverse. That's what I see as of right now. So that's why I decided to buy the dip on UGAS. So my plan is for this thing to push up to around the middle view up the SMA line, or maybe a little bit above that, and then I can lock in profits on UGAS, and then again get back into DGAS when DGAS is more of a dip buy opportunity. But again, that's a plan and a goal. It doesn't mean that it has to happen. TGT. TGT is still selling off. No sign. I mean, I would not, this thing is still below the SMA line. The SMA line used to act as a support. Now it's acting as a resistance. It's descending right now, and there's no direction. No, not even on the 1 day, 1 minute chart. Everything it's like selling off. So I would not even waste my time looking at this right now. I would set my alert and then follow up with it. I definitely have it in my watch list, but just not my main focus right now. Yeah. I see. Okay, no worries. So again, we're talking about Tesla. Tesla, what do you mean that it's done selling off? It's still, it's not making higher highs, right? It's trying to find a support right around here, but once it breaks this and it breaks below the SMA line, we could be free falling. So there's no indication of an uptrend. So I wouldn't say that, hey, this is the support. It's trying to find a support, but no higher highs are made just yet. So is there anyone that that is a successful day trader that can get approved for a mortgage? Yeah. There's actually someone in my neighborhood as well that introduced himself to me that day trades. And that's what he does for a living. He's a little bit older. He's like 50, 60, around there. But, yep. He says he focuses a lot on lower cap stocks, which is cool, but I told him that's not what I do. Yep, for all those that are asking, natural gas report is in, 37 minutes. Why was that funny? There's nothing wrong with that. A little bit more experience, possibly, right? No, he's a cool dude. He's a big dude. He's like even taller than me. He's kind of scary. He has a big dog too. Actually, it's pretty cool. His daughter and her date or something for prom, because they're in high school, took pictures like in front of my car, or they asked to take pictures with the McLaren. So it's pretty cool. By the way, Ricky, I like that real estate video yesterday. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got a lot of positive feedback. I'm not going to try to make too many because I don't want to annoy you guys for those that don't care about it. But yeah, no, it's been fun. You guys know that like I'm all about trying to learn new things, and hopefully me sharing something through those series of videos you guys can benefit from. All right, nice little push for the boys. How much did you charge for the picks? No, I didn't charge anything. You guys are funny. Appreciate that. All right, let's check this out. It's been a slow transition. No, I mean, that's not something that we cover or talk about or anything like that for like assistance. That's why when everyone keeps asking like, Ricky, are you gonna make a course or something like that? I've told you guys multiple times that it's just not something that I'm passionate about, and I'm extremely passionate about the stock market, and like with the amount of questions that I get that are all FAQs, right? Like, hey Ricky, like I want to start trading. What's the first thing to do? I'm like, learn, paper trade, practice. And then all just these FAQs, like I get super annoyed from time to time and I have to take breaks. Now just imagine me doing this for a market that I'm not even passionate about. I'm going to be not very helpful, not very insightful, and overall my experience isn't the best. There's much more qualified people in real estate. I'm still learning as I go. So that's why I'm not even sweating it. I'm just trying to have fun and make money, right? When it comes down to learning about new things, just having fun and making money. Learn new things. Let's go on, Christopher. Yeah, there's a final part for the LPP course that we're waiting to update, and it's kind of like a middle part, and I'm meeting up with a friend that's going to be assisting me. It's gonna make that part of the course so much more effective, and I need to film it, and I haven't been able to just yet. So that's what I'm waiting out for, because I don't want to update the course in sections. I want to update it just all overnight. So, yep, again, updates will come as. There we go, selling off again. Updates will come. If I'm not talking about it, then there's nothing new to talk about. So just know that. Whoa. How did that push up so much with this? Two Willigers. I don't lend to just like, so as of right now for like the hard money loans, we've had a lot of people ask. I'm not just lending to like anyone. There are people that are approved through Lenny, who he has his title company go through and make sure that they could qualify for it and their assets, meet a certain criteria. So that's why, I mean, if I was funding just any hard money loan, like I would have announced it, but as of right now, not doing that. So I don't think I'd ever be doing that. I don't have enough money to fund anybody's project. I wish, right? Maybe something to work towards, but as of right now, yeah, not to. Do you guys have funny questions today? Right, Morgan? That's what they're making me feel like. Huge sell-off on /CL. Let's see. Okay, so it got rejected. Still selling off, descending pattern. So as /CL sells off, what pushes up? If /CL continues to sell off, what pushes up? I like it. No, not UWT. If this thing continues to sell off, what pushes up? You guys have it, DWT, right? Like that nice little uptrend. Nice little uptrend for the boys. Clean and simple, right? Understand the direction, make sure that the opportunity cost is worth it, and then wait for that confirmation. We got it. /ES, I don't find to be as consistent today. So, just keep an eye out for that. All right. What do you guys see here? This is interesting. This is actually a really good point, I think, a time to point it out. When is the natural gas report? In 30 minutes. It's 1 hour after the market opens. So what do you guys see here for /GC? What pattern do we see? What pattern do we see? Trading in between the middle and bottom VWAP, still descending, right? But what's interesting about where it's at right now? Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. What's possibly about to happen? Possibly. So if this pattern continues, if and only if, right? What's possibly about to happen? It's overbought. Rejection, right? It makes sense. Potential sell-off, just like it did before when it gets very overextended, it then begins to sell off. So what would we then want to pay attention to? If this thing begins to get rejected, right? If we begin to see lower lows and this thing trade below the EMA line, again, we still need to wait for confirmation because it's all speculation. What pushes up as /GC, the gold future, pushes down? I want to make sure everyone says it. What pushes up as /GC sells off? Not just JDST, but there we go, DUST as well, right? JDST and DUST. But if the pattern continues for /GC and continues to uptrend, then what do we pay attention to? So if all this, right, begins to consolidate, it pushes up here, pulls back, bounces off the middle VWAP, and then continues to uptrend, right? So if /GC continues to uptrend, then what goes up? JNUG and what else? There we go. JNUG and NUGT. Is it pronounced Sajiv? I'm sorry if I'm chopping up your name. I apologize. You can chop up my last name. It's pretty difficult to pronounce for some people. But yes, you got it right. JNUG and NUGT. Okay, I got it. Sweet. All right. Pop quiz on ETFs, right? I honestly felt like we're doing a pop quiz. All right. Still selling off. Waiting. Here we go. /NQ becoming a little bit more on the overbought side, just like /ES. I mean, you can make that or do that analysis yourself, don't you think, Brennan? Look at both DUST and JDST and then compare that to /GC and then see for yourself. See if one reacts better than the other. It might. Might not. Does DYAS not update on your TOS? Why? Oh, my thing is frozen. What the heck? It says it's at 1281. I see why. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Ricky, can you please show me real quick how to remove a stock from your watch list? Yeah. So let's say we want to invest in this amazing ticker symbol, TechBuds, right? Oh shoot, it's not a ticker yet. All right. What about LPP? Nope, not a ticker yet. All right. I got it. So TGT right now, right? TGT. If I want to remove it, I just click on the actual ticker, I highlight all of it, and then backspace. Click enter, and then boom. Gone. Nada. Oh my goodness. Can you guys tell that I'm like super bored? I need you guys. Ooh. Oh, I almost spilled the beans about something. Oh. You guys aren't ready. You guys aren't ready for the HQ. You guys aren't ready. Just kidding. Neither are we because our offer didn't get accepted. I don't know if you guys remember, and this probably won't make any sense, but the day that I had my biggest day ever trading, $7,000, just a couple days ago, right? I got the news that our offer didn't get accepted. And it's not that it didn't get accepted. If it didn't get accepted, like, okay, like bummer, right? I make multiple offers when it comes down to real estate. That's fine. I'm used to that. It didn't get accepted because they did something on the back end that was shady, that didn't allow, like, they ended up working with someone else within that same building, and they did not submit a formal offer. They continued to nag us and were like, yeah, we're interested, like, and they're like, okay, well, show us that you're interested and make and submit a formal offer. Went through our agents, went through everything, right? Submitted that formal offer, and then one day later, they come back with, we're actually going to be working with someone that's already renting one of the other facilities, or warehouse space, and we've just been working with them on the background. And to me, it was just like, it literally like ruined my entire day. We had an amazing day where, at a killer day trading the stock market, super blessed, super thankful. I had an amazing day when it came down to like real estate in general because I funded my first hard money loan, but I was so frustrated due to like the like unprofessionalism of like that whole deal that it just like it messed me up for like 2 days. I know it's really dumb to talk about, but yeah, Tanya's saying that's commercial real estate. It's just like I just didn't get it, I think that's what like frustrated me the most. It's like, why inconvenience someone? And I just felt like such an idiot, being prepared and getting so excited for something that like didn't even have like a chance. Like, why waste people's time? But literally every time that I told someone this, we talked with like the team and stuff like that. We actually might be taking a different approach because it's taking way too long to find both the warehouse and an office space that accommodates both the dealership and TechBuds HQ. So we might end up splitting the two and just establish a dealership and establish a TechBuds HQ, that can accommodate each specific niche separately and kind of go with it that way. So just so we can find a place quicker or sooner. But yeah, that's an update on my life. That's what we've been dealing with. But it's all good. Hey, there could be worse problems, right? Definitely. It's not a horrible problem to have. Yep, John. I'm learning right now that it's not like I've bought in multiple warehouses. This is the only one that I've ever made an offer on, and yeah, still trying to learn as I go. So yeah, we're getting some consolidation on DGAS. I mean on UGAS. I like it. Hey, not bad. Let's see. What is the goal for TechBuds HQ? Well, I was talking to Justin yesterday, and Justin had an idea that I think will really, I think everyone will really like it. And it's Justin's idea. So it's something that we thought about before, but he's the one that like took initiative and like just making sure that it was clear that that's something that he wanted to try out, and I think we're going to. So we'll announce it as the time comes. So hopefully you guys can respect that. But yeah, we're gonna be working on that today. So we've been working on a lot of like filming, and we're working like on this edit for you guys. That should be like really entertaining to learn a little bit more about like myself and stuff like that. I'm working on still updating parts of the course, and we've been working on with like the hard money lender, and then working on establishing the dealership, and working on establishing the TechBuds HQ, and then still trying to make sure that we juggle all the different responsibilities that we have with TechBuds, Learn Plan Profit, and Flipping Wheels, and our YouTube channel and social media accounts, and trying to stay relevant and fresh. And it's fun. It's fun. It's like, how many things can you juggle at once? Let's try it. There we go. Okay, that's a good question, Samuel. So I have a separate monitor, right, that I have it connected through an HDMI cable with this, right? And then you go here, and then you like pop another one. So like, let's say if I think it's like this. I'm gonna try it, right? Like this, and then you click here, and then you click detach, and then by detaching it, shoot, I don't know how to get rid of this now. Damn. Oh, okay, good. Wait, come back. Shoot. Wait, how do you delete this? Oh no, that looks silly. Well, now you know how to detach it. There you go. I just had to click a little harder, you know? Just because of that, I'm going to cut the live stream short now. Boom, gone. Right before the natural gas report comes out. So in 18 minutes, right, the natural gas report comes out. I'm just going to close it out in 17 minutes. Just to be like, you see? That's why we don't do that stuff. That's why we don't do that stuff during the live stream. Poof, we gone. Oh, the alert column, you go here. This is all explained in the course, but instead of like for it to show arrows only and not to show alerts. So I think it looks cleaner. I know. Oh man, no, I'm gonna be very careful. So hopefully we do not have a repeat of last gas report. I agree. 100% agree. I don't know if you guys remember, but I ended up bag holding the crud out of that natural gas report. Ended up giving back all my profits from that day. Not all of it, but pretty much like $2,000 worth of it, and ended up being, I was up 2,300, something like that, and then I ended up closing the day at like $276. It was very sad, and literally traded all day until like 4 o'clock, 4 or 4:30. So hey, you can't win them all, right? That's what they say, whatever that means. But yeah, so what does that mean? We didn't have a good experience last week. I got in too early. What does that mean this week? Change my approach a little bit, be a little bit more conservative, don't go in so aggressive, wait for a little bit more confirmation, manage my risk a little bit more instead of max percentage or max dollar loss. Gotta learn from the mistakes, right? Market's always changing, make sure that you change with it. Gotta stay fresh. Gotta stay on top of it, yo. Guys. Stick to what's working. Stick to what's working, but don't be afraid to adjust. You want to lock in profits. I was about to start rapping like Dr. Seuss over here. Hey Ricky, are you in any positions? Yes, I am in UGAS. I would not encourage you nor suggest for you to be in it though. It's a descending pattern. Just want to make sure that you're aware of that. We talked about it earlier. And I need to blow my nose. Oh, I think I might have a bloody nose. 1 second. Shoot. Ooh-wee. Can you do a quick analysis on Facebook? Of course. Let's do it. Here we go. Broke it down very quickly. So, nice consistent uptrend pattern. Overall, SMA line does a really good job giving you a better understanding of, where the support is. I would also keep a very close eye on /ES and /NQ, as those are the NASDAQ and S&P 500 futures. And the reason that I'm saying that is that if those things begin to sell off, we'll most likely see Facebook follow. And that's something that you can, get firsthand experience of what that looks like, where, this thing was selling off. And Facebook wasn't selling off because it was doing horrible, but it's because the overall market was, again, very overbought, and then it began to correct itself. So same thing here. Look where it's at, peaking out. It would make sense on why it would pull back. So make sure that you build that margin of profit and that you're patient with that entry. Patience is a virtue, right? I definitely need to be a little bit more patient when I talk to people. It's a fun little fact about me. There we go. For those that said that Tesla was finding a support, I got one actually. What's your email address? I'll send you a humidifier right over. I appreciate that. No, I could get one. I don't want to inconvenience you. I'll get one for myself. Big boy, right? Well, let's hope I can get one for myself. We'll have bigger issues if we don't. Tesla found a free fall. What are your thoughts on drip? Are you talking about the drip fresh new tech buds gear I'm wearing? I'm done talking. Here we go. Ticker symbol drip. Showing signs of an uptrend. Yeah. One thing that I've been paying attention to is that based off of recent patterns, it was selling off and then recently began to uptrend. If you pay a little bit more attention to on the 180-day chart, yes, it is pushing up. It's extremely overbought, extremely overextended. And it's not so much of a good deal, so I would take it day by day. Yeah. So as of right now, I would try to see if you could find a pattern like on the past 5 days. I would say the 5-day, 5-minute chart maybe can give you a better understanding of where a good deal is and stuff like that. If that pattern continues, then what that would look like and stuff like that. So, that's kind of cracking me up, Rick. What's going on, Michael? What's up? I got nasal drip for my allergies. Probably need some of that, right? Yeah. Oh, guys, this is like a one-of-a-kind tech butts shirt. I don't know. This is one of the first ones that we ever made. This is the one that I wear every day to the gym. All right, let's be honest. I don't go to the gym every day. But when I do go to the gym, literally one of the only shirts I wear. They probably think it's kind of gross. I wash it all the time, I swear. And yeah, it's like a different type of material. It's stretchy. It's a little bit more like slim fit. And it's my favorite shirt. Dude, don't laugh. But yeah, it's one of my favorite shirts. We have one of these in white, but I think one of my buddy has them. So yeah, he took it from me. Just kidding. He made them. So he made them for me. So I'm wearing my Profit sweater right now. I like it. We're going to be working on some, you guys know we're not huge on apparel. I'm not the best example of what I think someone with style should look like. But one of the things that we're working on for moving into summer are going to be some like tank tops and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure if any of you guys care for that, but for those that, I guess not everyone, right? It's not going to be hot everywhere, but yeah, well, if you guys like tank tops, we might have some soon. So, hey, I probably won't be wearing them. I'm not very muscular. But yeah, god damn, I need to stop talking. Make a workout video. No. The mystery boxes. I know, we need to come out with some of those, huh? Ricky is dripping with style. DRIP. I like it. Confidence, baby. I'm very confident. I don't have muscles. Very confident about that. Time to flex those profits. Hey, that's something that I can do. Like, hey, I can't outbench you. Or, shit. What? Outrep you on the bench? No, okay. I'm done. I'm not making any of these jokes. Let's get this one. Flex the GTR shaking my head. No, there's no reason to. All right. The Ricky Cologne coming out soon. Yeah, smell like a dingleberry at places near you. Okay, sweet. Chase, I wouldn't even want to like waste your time with me. I'm not very, very hopeful when it comes down. I just like, trust me, like, I'll be at the gym for like, if I could be there for 20, 30 minutes and I can get in and get out, shoot, I'll do it. All right, here we go. Get a nice little push up. I think this can be my shot. I have to get out around this general area. Are you closing out? Guys, let's answer this. Am I closing out my position on you guys before the natural gas support? Based off of your experience, if you've ever watched me, what's the answer? Yeah, that's a good question, though, especially if you've never watched me trade or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know which way the natural gas report's going to come out. It comes out and then it moves very quickly. So because of that, I just don't think it's worth like the coin flip of hoping and guesstimating which way it's going to go. Again, I think it comes down to controlled risk, right, and calculated risk. And me just going into position right away just wouldn't necessarily be worth it. So yeah, I do plan to close it out, and hopefully in the next 5 minutes or so, I can close it out. So I'm gonna have to take a little loss on you guys. I've just admitted that to myself already. Ricky, you trying? What? Cali? What the hell is that? Is that a joke? That's the first step of it. Oh, okay. We'll talk about the work. Just I don't want to like annoy people that are probably like, why are we talking about working out? We'll definitely talk. Oh shoot. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it in just a little bit. Calisthenics. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It sounds very fancy. Oh no. Oh boy. Yep, selling off. So I'm just gonna have to. Is it catching the support? Look at /NG. Oh no, there it goes. Yep, there it goes. Wow. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Let's see. We got time. And there it goes. That's all good. All right. Boom. Hoo-wee. Perfect. Here we go. You know what they say. It's comeback season, right? All right, well, give it time. Let's see. Set it pretty low. How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? Oh, shoot. We'll set the first one here. All right, we'll see. Ah, shoot. It's already come back. Well, we'll give it time. Let's see what it does. That covered a lot. Sorry for being so quiet during that time. I was just trying to trying to keep my composure. Here we go. Played that one pretty nice. What ETFs do you trade using /sale? The ones that I pay attention to are UWT and DWT. Wow, this thing recovered much quicker. Okay, well, that's a little bummy. Look how low it went. Yeah, it's already back up to 24.80. Wow. Wow. Now it's above where I sold. Dang. Dang. Whoa. Okay, hold up. Shoot, come on, dude. Gosh dang it. This stuff is all over the place. Now this thing recovered $1, 1%. Look at the MACD and look at the RSI. This thing, wait, what's the margin? 1%. I don't know why, but I find Ricky so interesting when he's trying to... Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully that's a compliment. All right. MACD, again, in favor as of right now for you guys. And natural gas looks like it's, doing the same thing right here. So we'll have to see and find out what it kind of plans on doing. But here we go. Well, I bought you guys because it's still uptrending as of right now due to that push. Yes, it is still downtrending, but right now there should still be some volatility due to that natural gas report, so we should still see some fluctuation, and due to the MACD and due to the RSI, really more of the MACD. There we go, pushing up, and wait, but yeah. That was the fastest $200 I've ever made. Congrats, Sergio. It's pretty cool, right? But yeah. So we'll probably have to give it a little bit more time. And see where it's at again. Oh shoot. Ooh, ow, cramp. You guys, as of right now, is thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. You guys was showing signs of this like reversal pattern. So this natural gas report might slap it out of place just for a little bit, but then it might return to its true direction. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time to see kind of where it goes. Again, the low points where it hit. And my position isn't huge right now. It's about 30% of what I'm ultimately most likely going to be in. So I just wanted some skin in the game, see where it's at. So again, I'm right in around 24.87, and then we can kind of go from there. So I heard that from upstairs office. No, I did abs yesterday, guys. Whatever, you guys. I've been trying to work out, Been trying to work out. It's not going very well, but I'm trying. And I did abs yesterday, and it hurt a little bit, So I appreciate you guys' time. We've been live for about 1 hour and 7 minutes. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much, but I had a lot of fun. This was, the natural gas report, one of my favorite days out of the week. Something I really do enjoy. Hopefully you guys can see why. I've had a blast talking to you guys and hanging out, and you never bore us. Well, I appreciate that. So, hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Continue working hard, continue following dreams. Let your passion be the drive to your success. Make someone smile today, learn something new, and feel free to empower someone within our Learn, Plan, Profit or Tech Solutions group. Thank you guys again for your time. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on our green note. Take it easy, team. I have no idea what that was. All right, take care.